Good morning, folks. Right, good morning, everyone. How are we all today? I hope we're all fine. Wednesday, so the other Davey will be in a wee minute once I get the intro out the road. So, what we got? Hi, Dexter. Hi, John. Hi, Jamie Dodger. Hi, Duke. Hi, Lorraine. Rosalind. John Baxter. Rosie McGregor. The other Rosie. Wake up and smell the rosemaries. Indy Duck Mel. Alistair Kerr. Christina Markey. Mona Mark. Doug. Ackies. George. Alistair. Leapshin. O'Neill. Who else we got? Last Braveheart. Anna. Morning, Anna. Hi, Julie. What messages? If I missed you, I'm sorry. I do apologise. Morning, Carol. Morning, Lorna. Morning, Duncan. Right. I'm nearly there. So it's Indy Truck Davey out the truck and at home in his office in Salisbury, North Lanarkshire, where it is another miserable morning. Although quite warm, 10 degrees. There is rain in the forecast. It's drizzly at the moment. Humidity is at 93%. Today's high will be 12 degrees. And I say rain in the forecast. Humidity is at 93%. Wind speed 15 to 30 mile an hour. And the pollen count, Disney count, 0. Okay. Right, let's get the other Davey and we'll get this one underway.
Morning to you. How you doing? Hi, guys.
Good morning. Right, what to get through this one, David, so unless you've got something you need to say, I need to press right on it.
Frank Wallace put up a thing that we're all going to have a good chuckle at, as he said, we have misjudged Labour. They are far more dishonest, corrupt and incompetent than we ever could have thought.
Who was that?
Frank Morley.
Oh. Right, anyway, first up this morning, folks, we've got the Scotsman. Oh, I had to be there at the other end, eh? Oh, it should be this bloody Scotsman. Well, I carry on each day. Once the first one's up, it's no bother to. Ah, here we go, Scotsman. Right, the Scotsman has ministers look at new U-turn on payouts to Waspi women. What do you make of that, David?
Absolutely blooming disgusting. Why on earth do they even need to consider a U-turn? These people should have been paid. What they've done is they've created another lump of time where people die off. This is now painfully disgusting.
This is an attempt to win back support we've lost there last year.
They're not getting any support back.
Anyway, they're saying that there's a new report out that they missed. This new report out that they missed was published on the 21st of March 2024, before they came to office. Mm-hmm. And apparently they've just fun it down the back of the fucking sofa now. Anyway, this report that's from the Parliamentary Health Service Commission.
Yeah.
And it published the report on the 21st of March 2024, and it concluded that the Department of Work and Pensions, or the DHSS as it was at the time, Department of Health and Social Security, had not correctly informed these women about changes to pension age, and they're entitled to compensation of between £1,000 and £2,950. They lost 40 fucking grand, but if they get £1,000 to 2,950, that's an outrage, David.
It is an outrage. As far as I'm concerned, it's like Labour have now they've gone beyond what Netanyahu practically could manage. Seriously. You know, as far as that's concerned, you're looking at old people that really they're defenceless,
Right, this next one you'll no get.
causing ridiculous pain. They really are.
This next one you're just not going to get. And it's the Herald. And it says, once we get on, pension policies to be quizzed by MSP. What do you think that's about?
So it must be Scottish Pensions Boss.
Yes.
Must be the Scottish Social Security that we're talking about. That
No.
deal with the
No.
Right, carry on.
It's the Scottish a Public Pensions Agency. Now, what they do is, let's say you're working for the government, David, and you get injured to the point where you can't work anymore. Then you get compensation and a pension, right?
Yeah.
Well, apparently, there's a blockage at the SPPA and getting this compensation and pensions out to people who work in the public sector who have been injured at work. So the Finance Committee's called the head in. He's called Stephen Patharana, and he's been called in to answer for why his agency are delaying payments to public sector workers who have been injured in the course of their work.
Right.
So this is this one been kicking about the papers for a few months now, Dave. This isn't the first time this story's come up. Yeah. But it's got to the point now where the Finance Committee are so bloody well enraged with what's going on, they've called them in to answer for it.
Yeah.
Right, let's get on.
Right.
Let's see.
So not really the Herald telling the usual porkies or making up stories.
There is some sort of logjam, and I've explained this before. They need to change the law. It's the law that's causing the logjam.
They do say a broken watch is right 2 times a day. So
you see, we went into this before when I first supported on this, and what it is the way the legislation's being written is creating the logjam. So they're going to have to go back to Parliament, put an amendment through to fucking sort it out. And that's what Stephen Patharana is going to have to tell them when he gets there. He's already written to them and told them that. And I've looked at the legislation he's writing. They're going to have to get it sorted out. Right. English paper revaluation Waspi, David. Did they? Yeah. Well, they say what they were saying yesterday was the funny.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Next up, we're going to rag the Express.
Yeah, Alistair, you consider adopting me. That's probably the best idea.
Rag the Express. 4 million benefits don't have to find a job. And what it says is Kemi Badenoch, she says that the PM's too weak to force these people into work. What do you make of that?
I don't know how to. I know fine well she's just having a go at Starmer, right? But no. Go ahead.
I'm going to be fair to Labour, and I'm going to be fair to Rachel Reeves all the way through this one, which is going to fucking stick in my throat. But this situation that we're in was created by the Conservative Party and Nigel Farage with their Brexit carry-on. This is the combination of what was coming down the track. This is what we've been talking about for the last fucking since 2016. This is it now hitting, right? With the contracting market which was created when we left the European Union, there are now an extra million people on benefits, and 4 million of them apparently will never have to look for a job, according to Kemi Badenoch.
Yeah, because they're disabled, whatever. Yeah,
no, just because she's saying because they're soft on benefit claimants.
Right, okay.
And by the way, that there has got nothing to do with disabled, that 4 million on benefits. This is just talking about unemployment figures, and we'll get a wee bit more of that in a minute.
This is the old thing of, so you're a paraplegic. Well, you can go work as a scarecrow, something like that. This is just inhuman treatment of human beings.
David, let me sort this one out quickly. There is no fucking jobs. Huh. That's the reason why we've got 1 million more on benefits with no need to seek work. It's went from 4.8 million to 5.8 million, and it's up to 5% in England and Wales unemployment.
Yeah,
it's a wee bit different here, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, and yet they keep on hitting us with, look at the amount of vacancies there are.
The vacancies and the jobs people kind of get to in different areas.
That's right.
Right, this one is mental. This is the other right-wing fucking rag. Another day in Starmer's socialist
It
paradise.
always gets me. The Scottish Daily Mail, look at the typeface. It's straight out of 1940s Germany, isn't it?
I
Scottish
wouldn't
Daily.
know. I wasn't in the Germany in 1940.
No, you look at it. You look at any of the movies concerning Germany. If their newspapers always
That's
had
two
that.
blanks then, isn't it? Because I don't watch fucking film or television either.
Yeah, there you go.
Right, what does this say? Another day in Starmer's socialist paradise. 1,000 jobs a day now lost under Reeves. Chancellor blamed as unemployment rate spikes to 5%.
Well, you talk about they're on about the national insurance causing employers to go. Look, we can't keep this amount of people on the books.
They can blame what they fucking want. The truth is Brexit.
Yeah, yeah, I
And
know. I
just
appreciate that.
we're going to go.
It is Brexit. Yes, you're quite right. Absolutely right. But what's happened is that yet again it was like the straw that broke the camel's back. It's Brexit, and also it's the Labour Party bringing in blooming national insurance, heavier national insurance, where the employers are going, hang on a second, this is a lot extra cost. So there you go.
I mean, Alistair, we covered this one yesterday. Yes, the count in Wales will be a daytime count. Okay, right, let's move on for the Daily Fail. Oh no, we can't move on to Daily Fail because that headline in the Scottish Daily Fail is misleading because unemployment only spiked to 5% in England. Unemployment in Scotland actually fell, believe it or not. So we'll get the unemployment figures up for Scotland.
All right, go on then.
And these are the latest ones for June to September. Okay.
Take particular note, guys. Get your books and pencils out, please.
So believe it or not, folks, while unemployment spiked to 5% in England, it's dropped to 3.7% here in Scotland. It's actually come down again. It was 3.8 in the last set of figures. It's 3.7 now. So there you have it. Unemployment in Scotland drops by.
I'd be careful of that because don't forget in Scotland there may be reasons for that, and not reasons for it in England. So just be careful.
Yeah, David, I can tell you the reason for it.
Go on then.
I did some research into it. For 28 years, they've been dumbing down their fucking population. We learnt in 2007 we don't want to be doing that, so we get rid of tuition fees. But now, after all these decades, if you're going to invest in the UK, you're going where the educated population is. That's fucking Scotland. You're going to where the more healthy population is because you get better services. That's Scotland. So after 3 decades of dumbing down their population, there's a reason why people, when they're coming to invest in the UK, are coming to Scotland. Because we didn't dumb down our population. And the research is out there if people want to go and find it.
Okay, all right.
So
I'm not going to particularly argue with that because you make good points, but there are other reasons I can think of. But anyway,
that is the main driver. And the other driver is the reason why a lot of businesses are moving up here is they're expecting us to go on our fucking bike and rejoin the EU.
Yeah.
That's the other thing that's happening, David.
Well,
as we've seen with the banking sector.
Yeah, that's out there. All right.
Yeah. Right, next up. As I say, but there is research into the effects of tuition fees in England. And one of the things about it is it has dumbed down their population.
We are the very best society.
Yes, and I'm talking about the BBC. And their staff.
I was going to say you need some moisturiser.
Actually, Tim Davie, and he's talking about the BBC staff being the best of society. And he also states that it was the BBC's enemies that brought it down or rattled its reputation worldwide.
I stand foursquare against that characterisation. As far as I'm concerned, there are people in the BBC that are fine, they're okay, they're just they're doing a job, admin or whatever, right? But the people that are out there putting out news, not news, fake news, it's ridiculous. You're not the base of society, you're the worst of society.
Well, anyway, he says the reason why the BBC's reputation has been tarnished is because it's enemies, and he's right. I spoke about this the other day. The Tory party have been trying to bring down the BBC since it's...
Doesn't matter, David. Doesn't matter. You and I attended the Scottish BBC at Pacific Quay
I know that,
plenty
David.
of time and actually protested against the actions of Scottish.
As I say, I was celebrating the reputation being in tatters yesterday.
Yeah.
Now, Reagan, you made a decent point. The non-news and current affairs output, the BBC are no bad at doing Downton Abbey and things like that.
I tell you what, the thing Traitor and the Strictly and all the rest of it, right? Absolutely brilliant. There must have been a fortune to get these things. And that Traitor, the Scottish Castle, it looked fantastic.
As I say, I've never seen it, David, but what I will say is this guy's right about the BBC's enemies having tarnished their reputation. In fact, we can pin it right on Theresa May's ex-communication director, Robbie Gibb.
Yeah, well, let's just consider for a second that they actually opened up a fact check department.
They have.
And then proceeded to actually put out lies on their news.
They have got a fact. They have got a fact check page. It's just no fact. It's no fact checking their news. It's fact checking everybody else's.
I don't know, but at the same time, it's like it's on certain BBC news programs.
Next up,
says fact checked on the bottom left hand side. You know.
Next up, we'll get an Arsenal, David. Date set for Europe ferry link to return. And that's the link for Rosyth to Europe. And apparently the Scottish Government are going to make it easy by removing border controls. I thought borders were reserved.
I don't know how they're going to do that. I really don't know.
How are they going to do it? Well, let's face it. What's England going to do if we do it? Fuck all. There's no money. No police force that they can send down the border because they don't have legitimacy. Once they're over the border, there's no police officers.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? Fuck all.
That's right. True. Good. No. Hey, tell you what. Let's have a hand. Let's have a round of applause for that comment.
Right. Next up, we've got the Rancid. And the Rancid is saying that cops were attacked 8,000 times in the year 2024-2025. So attacks on police officers. By the way, it's sensationalising it. The number was 6,702,
right,
of which only 20 were serious assaults. The rest were what they call common assault, and it's split into two categories, and that's common assault without injury and common assault with injury. Okay.
What was the ones without injury? Many was the ones without
the numbers. There's only been 20 serious assaults, so take that away for your 6,702.
Yeah.
Right. The rest of them were what they call common assault, some with injury, some without minor injury.
Well, common assault can be literally pointing to somebody.
It could also be swearing at them.
Behind somebody's shoulder. Well, that's common assault.
Right. Anyway, the numbers are wrong, and there was only 59,800 assaults across Scotland in 2024-25, which is brilliant. You know, because as you pointed out, David, assault's reported for all sorts of stupid shit. Like you put your phone on me in the supermarket when I don't know you. You know, that sort of daftness. Right, and the scums go. Shake up as show returns. I'm a celebrity, get me out of here starts again soon. And apparently, this is the big news about this. Their Bush Tucker trial, whatever the fuck that is, they're only allowed to do 2 in a row. I don't even know.
Do you want to know something? It's a programme I don't watch, I don't like it, and I don't like to see people eating spiders or blooming scorpions or whatever, right? It's not nice. It's just not. It's not a nice thing to watch. Anybody that gets entertainment out of it, I've got to say, there's something up your head. Anyway, here we are.
Right, Graham, thanks. Blame everyone else.
Thanks, Graham.
The BBC blame everybody else. They do nothing wrong because they are the BBC crap. No one likes your version of society. BBC, get over it. Well said, Graham.
Good one, Graham. Yes.
Right, so we've had the scum, we've had the rancid. What's up next? Next up, we'll get the metal. Hey. No, that can't be right. That should be there.
Something not telling up with your iPad.
That's all right. No, that's right. It is a metal. Let's get metal up. Cardiac services overwhelmed, heartbroken.
Cardiac services in Scotland are absolutely bloody brilliant.
Well, they're under stress, but they're not as bad as England at this point in time. And England
we have the world-beating Jubilee Hospital here.
We deal with so many people.
And it's absolutely amazing. And
I'm sure it is, David, but I've checked the bloody stats. Scotland's only doing marginally better than England. It's due to funding.
Marginally better, still better as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, it is better, but I have checked the cardiac services here in Scotland are under stress too. Just not to the extent they are in England if you break it per pop. When we look at waiting lists per capita, they're talking about 5-year wait for cardiac services in England.
Stop eating sugar. Anyway, right next.
As I say, but cardiac services are also under stress here in Scotland. It's just not as bad.
Eat loads of fat, stop eating sugar. Right, come on. Right, next one, but real fat.
I'm not taking any dietary fucking advice for you. You're diabetic, you spanner. Get out host.
That's the reason why
after this, I'm going for a burger and a milkshake. Fuck it.
Oh, dear goodness me. But what I do is buy 2 burgers and put one in a cupboard and go and have a look at it. 10 years on, you'll find it's still the same. Anyway, carry on.
Right. Anyway, next up, we've got the Guardian. What's the Guardian go for today? Number 10 on alert amid fears of challenge to leadership. This will explain them bringing the 4 fucking MPs back into the fold, which were suspended.
Yeah, who's challenging Starmer for leadership?
Don't know, but apparently they've got wind of it.
First off, who's they? And the Guardian generally is it's not bad. It's a decent newspaper. They do try and get some facts out there. But
as I say,
amid fears of challenge to leadership.
Well, let's face it. If this budget bombs, then this particular incarnation and this regime is probably fucked. Now, we'll both said he's probably got until May.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why we're seeing all these U-turns on what's coming up in this budget is because they're trying to win back some popularity. But of course, if the 2 penny in the pound tax increase happens, doesn't matter what else they fucking do.
Well, it's a straightforward vote of no confidence in Starmer. Surely now that would have a chance of winning.
Well, as I say, they're obviously looking at the polls and going, no, we're not getting rid of this fucking spanner. And they're also seem to be changing tack on policy when it comes to two-child tax, Waspi women. And it looks like they're going to walk away from the proposed changes to disability benefits as well. So it would appear that the 2 pence that's going on tax is going to have to cover the new policies that are coming out, and it won't be able to deal with things like better funded services, and it won't be able to deal with obviously the economic downturn because there's nothing can be done about that without rejoining the common market. To be fair, so. And that's what I meant by trying to be fair to Rachel Reeves and Starmer, because what we are seeing right now has got nothing to do with him. Nothing to do with him. This was a fucking train wreck that started 10 years ago in 2016 when the people doing that road voted for Brexit. This is a combination of it. Funnily enough, it's no affecting Scotland the same way because we still have goods that Europe want. Whiskey, food, drink, and of course, we still provide some of the best engineers and medical staff and medical training on the planet.
Yeah.
So we're no faring as badly. And of course, as I was speaking about earlier, the population, as you know, David, we've got one of the highest postgrad a population in the whole of Europe. At one time, we did have more graduates per capita than anywhere else in Europe. That swung a wee bit lately.
Without taking away from that point, the fact is we have engineers that don't go through university and are absolutely amazing and are world beating. Yeah. The nurses get mentioned all the time. Engineers don't get enough of a mention. And it's like we've got absolutely amazing engineers.
No, I mean, you take it. Glasgow still designs most of the world's fucking ships, even though they don't build them anymore.
That's right.
Right. Last one of the day, the Star. What's that on? And I'm not that, well, to be fair, this one's just fucking nuts. Here we go. What's the go for us a day? Jungle Commando, no pants and checks down under.
They're on about this jungle thing that they do on the TV where they're eating.
Well, apparently the reason for this headline,
kangaroos, nuts, and all the sorts.
No. The reason for this headline is this young fella forgot to fucking pack his pants on his way out the door to the jungle, whoever he is, you know. So that's the headline in the Star. Young fella forgets to pack luggage properly. So that's it. Aye. There was some interesting stuff in the newspapers today, folks. As I say, the Scottish Public Pensions Agency, Stussy, Labour's U-turn, and of course Labour are now taking the blame for the combination of Brexit. But as Labour having stood against Brexit, guess they're just as culpable anyway. So you could just as well say it's their fucking problems.
Well, the thing you do with the challenge about challenge for Starmer is the very next private eye. See if you can get your eyes on that. I'll give you the inside track on that.
Don't give me the inside track on it because I don't know we watching it. I don't know we're reading it.
Well, it's a publication that I find at times very interesting because they do seem to have the inside track on things that do actually happen.
Well, as I say, if I run across it online, I'll take a read at it. But if I don't run across it, I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah.
Right, folks, that's it for the day. We're back tomorrow morning at 10:30 day again, and David and I will be back in the afternoon. In the meantime, I'm going to get a fucking big milkshake, a couple of burgers, and a big plate of fries just to piss you off, Mr. Milligan.
You do that, David. That'll be the Davies show.
You know what? I'm going to take pictures of it and send it to your timeline.
That's nothing to me because I wouldn't want to eat anything like that. In actual fact, what I do is I order biscuits for them once a week, right? Well, along with shopping, right?
David,
I'm having a biscuit now in months and months and months and months.
I understand you're trying to look after your diet for health purposes because of your diet.
Yeah, it's a bit late. I mean, I lost my blown leg and I smoked for 50 years and all the rest of it. So I've done it wrong. I've had a bad life as far as health's concerned. Anyway, there you go.
There you go. Right, we're off ski. See you tomorrow morning, folks. Don't be late or you know where you go. Bye for now.
Time for independence.